Hello, Spirit family. Thank you so much for joining me at Aquarian Node. I'm getting ready to do the week of April 5th to April 11th for our water signs. That's going to be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's get ready to see what you guys got going on this week. I want to thank you all so much for your continued love and support. I really appreciate it. I know I haven't really been active with the readings lately, but I am determined to get on one time frame to be more consistent about getting these messages out. I have been distracted by things that don't really matter. So that's really kind of been bogging me down and keeping me from doing these readings consistently. But I am working on that. I'm going to get into the habit of making it so that you all can really kind of look forward to these readings and get some guidance if that is what you're looking for. If you're looking for other additional information, I do plan on going live on TikTok. I do have enough followers to go live on TikTok right now. Hopefully I can get more followers on Instagram and YouTube so that I can go live on those platforms as well. But right now we're just going to get in where we fit in, which is TikTok right now. So yeah, thank you for being here and helping me to get these messages out. Oh, I did have a dream last night. I actually kind of astral projected quite a bit, so there was a lot going on. I don't know if any of that was really relevant, except for spiders. I did see spiders come up quite a bit. That was like not only a spider woman. I know that sounds really weird, but it was a spider woman, a female spider, and a younger male. And I need to look into that. I'm going to Google it later to see if female spiders typically mate with younger males, because the male that I saw, he had dark hair. Okay, so it was like a female spider, but she was a humanoid form, and she had like a bunch of eggs, because I think spiders lay a lot of eggs. It was a very complicated dream. I don't know if that necessarily has anything to do with what's going to come out in these readings right now, but I thought I'd mention it just because it seemed very significant at the time that I was dreaming it, and right now in the waking moments. I did do a meditation walk. I am fasting, so hopefully these messages come out very clear, concise, and are related to just one storyline. I'm going to start with the sign of Cancer because you guys are the cardinal sign, and let's see what you guys got going on this week. It's going to be for the sign of Cancer. What do we have going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of April 5th to April 11th? All right. Oh, recharge. That is your message, Cancer. It's an overwhelming theme. Please slow down. Okay. It's not selfish to take time out to look after yourself. Bingo, bango. That's for you, Cancer. Let's see what else we have going on related to this message. It's not selfish to take time out to look after yourself. I am a Cancer Sun and Venus, so I feel like, sometimes the messages are, okay, related to me. Okay, so somebody has hurt y'all. Okay, and things are getting a little bit, okay, so the message that I'm getting immediately, you have the Nine of Pentacles come out. Some of you are by yourselves. You're either single or you're working a business solo. Don't look at that, because the pentacles are yellow and I'm wearing a yellow shirt and I'm also a Cancer, so you see it all. Anyway, Nine of Pentacles. If you are a single woman or someone that is single running a business by yourself, this is also indicative of me. This person is also a Black woman, so I did not mean to insert myself into this reading, but if I'm there, I'm there. But this is very significant. If you are a single woman that is working by herself, you are a business owner, it looks like you have been stressing a lot. Look at that, Four of Swords in reverse. I also do feel a friction with communication. Messages might not be coming across as well, but that's because whoever you're speaking with doesn't really want to hear what you're saying. You have the Seven of Swords energy, and it is upright, so I do feel as though there's someone who you are having a hard time communicating with. They might be keeping secrets from you. they're definitely making it harder for you to work. You have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Now, what you're being told is to not give up, though, because I do, with the Seven of Pentacles, there's this energy of you keep trying and trying and trying, and things don't seem to be coming to fruition as fast as you and as readily as you would like. But I just want you to know that the energy I feel is that you are going to be able to overcome these obstacles, even though it feels like you're in a setback that's really keeping you stuck. A lot of being able to overcome things is really allowing yourself to take a step back and focus on what you can control at the time. So right now, you may not be able to control what other people are doing, but you can control how you react to it. And then these two sevens being right by each other and the message being so clear, like there's someone that's trying to keep you down. Okay, they're going out of their way to make things difficult for you. And you have to decide if you're going to let them win. I mean, it may sound petty, but sometimes the best revenge really is to be successful. And this person does not want you to be successful, whomever this is. They're taking advantage of you. And I do feel a sense of jealousy as well at the fact that you've been able to do things on your own. That really seems to be a feeling of a source of contention for them. And that's just too bad, so sad. You know, not everybody gets to be, not everybody gets to, not, people need to stop comparing themselves to others. Okay, that is a lot of the problem I think with the world right now, is everybody's trying to one up somebody else. And my thing is, like, just look at that and look at it, like, focus on yourself, do what's best for you, and don't really compare yourself to other people, because all that's going to do is cause problems. Spirit is saying that I'm talking too much. They tend to drop my cards when I am rambling. So let's just focus on the energy here. I'm sorry, Spirit, please go ahead and tell me. Help me to clarify these cards. Up, Seven of Pentacles again in reverse. Yeah, this person is very jealous. I do feel lies. Somebody may have lied on you recently. They're trying to keep you from progressing. There's a sense of competition, but it's one-sided because that's not your focus. You're not really worried about what other people got going on right now. Yeah, okay. And see, they're not going to stop your flow. You still got money coming in. I do feel like it's a little bit slow coming up, but it is coming. There is motion here. Right now, you are being cautioned to save. I do feel like you're not, don't withhold. Oh, this is broken. All right, get another box. Don't withhold funds for things that you really need, but I do feel as though you do in this season really need to be, at least this week, be cautious about how much you're spending. The energy, usually with this card, the Four of Pentacles, the energy is like you're holding on too tight to something. But with it being under the Seven of Pentacles, what I'm getting is that's going to be a good idea for you, especially with the Nine of Pentacles being right next to it. It's saying that money is coming in, but you also need to hold on to it once it has arrived. This energy of the Seven of Pentacles coming out twice, there is like a slowdown with production. There is a little bit of a hurdle that you're going to have to overcome. I do feel, though, that there's going to be this help with this Knight of Pentacles energy. This isn't just money coming in. This is also assistance from a source that is more of an outlier. So this could be maybe getting a loan from someone, or maybe having someone loan you money. I do feel like there's financial assistance coming in. And once you receive it, don't take it for granted. You need to hold on to it. I am also experiencing like there's a loss. This Seven of Pentacles is also giving me like, yeah, huge setback here. But then you have the Sun right here under the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you're doing is successful. And what these obstacles that you're experiencing are making you question whether or not you want to keep going. But I do feel like you should. I do feel like the energy is encouraging you to keep going, but to just be conscientious of what you're doing. Notice how these are all pentacles too in this clarifying row. It's all pentacles. I think that's pretty clear. The message is pretty clear, but I'll do the last row just just to make it spicy. Let's see what your advice can be. With the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, you know this deck don't play. It's going to tell you what it is, whether it hurts your feelings, whether it makes you cry. It really does not care. Remember, if this message don't vibe, let it ride. Please do not force this message into your life if it does not fit into your life. Remember to please also like, share, comment, and subscribe if the message vibes. It helps me to help other people and continue to help you. Ooh. I'm going to probably be working with this setup a little bit, try to just get it to how I really want it. But this is what we have right now, so we're just working with it. Oh, and I am fasting, so these messages are coming out pretty clear. I might be speaking a little faster than normal. I'm not nervous, though. Okay. All right. So I just think it's so interesting that everything that came out here, everything is singular. There's not one card with another person on it. All of these cards are very much people by themselves. All of these cards have one person on them. Yeah, that's very interesting. One figure. So you have the 5 of Cups in reverse. So I do feel as though whatever this venture that you're on, it's very successful, but it is causing you some emotional turmoil. It I think what you're realizing is that a lot of this stuff that you thought, you're realizing the negative side to the of the situation. You know, they say the dark side of the moon. You're kind of dealing with the dark side of this venture that you're on. It's a successful venture and you're being told not to give up, but that you are going to deal with some obstacles. And a lot of times that's just with people that are jealous of you, that don't want to help you, that are trying to hinder you. But you have the Daughter of Wands energy. This is a very creative individual. This is someone with a lot of passion, a lot of dedication to their work, lots of charisma. This person is passionate. This person is a go-getter. This definitely reflects the energy that needs to be put, the not only just the energy, but the commitment that needs to be put into a venture that you really care about. This is someone who is going after what it is that they want, not just because they desire it, but because they're good at it as well. Their skill here. Then you have the 10 of Swords. So there is something coming to an end here after a long period of struggling. And it is going to cause you to do a lot of reflection here because you do have the Hermit. Now, all of this being in your advice is, I do feel as though there is something that you're neglecting to provide for yourself. And that is what needs to come to an end here. Not so much your passion and your good intentions, but the way that you view things. Right. The way that the way that you view things might need a little bit of tending to. I feel as though you immediately go into things with all the passion that you have because that's easy for you. That's your natural inclination. But unfortunately, doing that can make you lose sight of what the end goal is. And that is what needs to come to an end. You're trying to get into a position where if things falter, you don't have to rely on anyone else to pick you back up. And that's kind of what you're doing right now. You're kind of hoping that someone else can assist you, even though you've been wanting and have been doing things on your own. So you just need to take a moment to get yourself in order, recharge, right? Regroup, take on this 4 of Swords energy, pull yourself back so that you can focus and then move forward with the knowledge that you've attained. I do get very strongly, if there's like a course or something, if there's like a course you can take or some kind of learning opportunity, to take that. The Hermit is very much, learning, being able to pull yourself back from the noise of the world and ascertain what it is that you really need to be successful. It's also a 9. So you have the 9 as a major arcana card. And then you have the 9 of Pentacles, which is, like I said, this individual person that's making these moves, making these intelligent decisions on their own to be successful. It's also very indicative of the recharge card. Because look, it says recharge, right? It says, please slow down. And then what's the Hermit? Is that not a turtle? And what do turtles do? Move slow. Okay, I'm just saying, you know, it all comes out in the cards. You know what I'm saying? The way spirit uses me, you know how it goes, right? So this is the message for my Cancers for April 5th through April 11th. I hope that this was helpful. Please remember again to like, share, comment, and subscribe if the message vibes. And I'm going to keep going in this one video. We're going to do all of the water signs. So I probably shouldn't put these cards up. Let's just pull these out. We're going to move on to the sign of Scorpio. I don't know if I've ever showed y'all how I shuffle my cards. This is how I do it. I always kind of split them up. Put them in the deck like this. I'm not going to cut this video, so that's why I'm explaining what I'm doing. And we're just going to keep these out, so I don't have to go through the back and forth. Yeah, but this is how I do my decks before I shuffle them. All right. We gotta clear that Cancer energy and bring in this Scorpio energy. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what you all have going on here for the week of April 5th through April 11th. It's going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Remember, if the message vibes, if the message don't vibe, let it ride. Please don't force these messages to fit into your life if they do not fit into your life. All right, so you've got two overriding messages for this week. First one you have is nature. Reconnect with nature. Feel the sun on your skin. Walk barefoot on the grass. And birth. This is a time of new beginnings. Embrace the new life with open arms. So these are your overarching messages for this week. Now let's get some clarification. Let's see exactly what you all have going on. What was I going to say? Whoop. All right. I don't remember, but I know I mentioned it earlier in my dream last night. I did see spiders, so I don't know if that might be significant. Spiders are a part of nature, and in my dream there was like baby spiders. Like, so birth is, that's very interesting that those two came out. I do have one Scorpio placement. It's in my sixth house, which is the house of career and health and that type of thing. So interesting. Oops. Okay. Spirit is saying that I'm talking too much. I feel like y'all aren't talking too much. I really all of a sudden kind of have this very exhaustion energy that just came out too. So maybe if a few of you are tired. You do have the moon in reverse. So when I feel this is very much out of your element type feeling. The moon in reverse is also indicative of, you know, something that you may be trying to keep hidden. If some of you are sick, I do feel as though this is the opportunity you need to take to inform those people around you, the people that care about you, let them know exactly what's going on. You do have judgment in reverse as well. And so I'm definitely feeling like you're trying to hold back a lot of information that you need to be willing to share with others. You might be afraid of the reaction to this information, to these secrets that you might be withholding, but that's not going to prevent them from coming out. Everything done in the dark is going to come to the light. So you can either take charge and move forward with the information, and actually take a lead on the situation with this Knight of Wands energy. That's very much what I'm getting as an assertive action quickly, or it's going to come out and you're not going to have any control over how things are narrated, how things are being revealed. Six of Pentacles energy is giving very much like I said, that kind of withholding energy. I do feel as though you're trying to keep things a secret because you don't. Why don't you want to share this information? You need to, though. This Two of Pentacles energy is talking about the balance. There's not a balance right now. There's someone that's giving more than someone else. And so that might be why you're holding back, trying to release this information that you do have control over. Okay, I'm invested. Let's see what else you got going on. Like, what is the secret that you don't want to share? It looks like you're afraid of retaliation here. You're afraid of retaliation. I got a theory. Let's see if it comes out in the cards. But some of you, oh, okay. So some of you might be pregnant here. You might not know who the father is. Some of you are men, and you're going to find out that someone you've been messing with is pregnant, and they've been keeping it a secret from you. And then on the other end, some of you are pregnant and you haven't told the person you think is the father, because you think their reaction is going to be, oh, well, you want my money, and they're not going to be willing to really help you. It's going to cause some kind of friction. But you holding on to that is not going to prevent the situation from coming to a head. I mean, you can't hide your pregnancy forever unless you make a decision to, not go through with it, which is your decision to make. No, I don't judge here. Oh, but you want this happy family. But you also want stability, and you're afraid that you won't be able to have both. Well, I don't see that's the case. I do feel as though the person that this information is going to be revealed to is going to be happier than you anticipated. There's lots of joy here. This Ace of Wands energy right under the Knight of Wands. I do feel as though the person that you think is the father. And in retrospect, if you're the male, I do feel as though the person that you would be content with having your child is going to have your child. You might. Okay, yeah. So you're being advised to be strong here. With this strength energy, you could be dealing with a Leo as well. Or the baby. Okay. 8 is being significant here. So this is August time. And then, yeah, the infinity symbol also looks like the number 8 too. See on top of her crown, she has that infinity signal. Yeah. Some of you, if you're messing with more than one person, I say messing with, but if you're in a relationship, if you're having sexual relations with more than one person, and you don't want to have children, you do need to be careful. But I feel like for the majority of this energy is telling me that there's a lot of hesitation right now in the present, because there's this hesitation. There's this feeling of possible rejection, but I don't feel that. I do feel like with this Ten of Pentacles energy, everything is going to work out financially and in like a stable manner. I do feel stability here with this energy. I also do feel like there's going to be happiness here. There's going to be joy. There's going to be celebration. It's not going to be as terrible as you thought. I also do feel like there's going to be commitment here with this Ace of Wands in reverse. I do feel as though the trajectory of the relationship is going to shift, and it's going to be more singular. There's not going to be a whole lot of messing around anymore. And then you have the Strength card, which is telling me, yeah, you need to be courageous. You need to be bold. You need to go ahead and get this information off your chest from whomever it is that you're withholding from. And if this is you, the male, when this information comes in, go ahead and don't be afraid to celebrate. Don't be afraid to be enthusiastically happy, because I do feel like this is going to be a positive introduction into your life that's going to manifest into something really wonderful in the long term. Yeah, so that's kind of the advice. I do kind of want to figure out like when this pregnancy, when this is happening, because I feel August very strongly. So if you are currently not wanting to be with child, if you're currently not wanting to get anyone pregnant, do be careful in the summertime, because I do feel August energy very strongly. But let's see, if this is someone that you're already with, I do feel this is someone you probably just started dating, but you really feel like a connection with this person. It's kind of like immediate. So let's see, what is this energy here? Can you give me some timing, Spirit, on what, on like, because then you got the nature and the birth. This is very pregnancy related. This is very, but the Knight of Wands is a very promiscuous energy. Shut your face. Shut your face. You're not even gonna believe me. 8. And a Scorpio. Wow. 8 weeks, 8 months. This is also a Scorpio season. So this is October to November time. But August, I feel like if you haven't met this person already, you might meet this person in August. If you don't want to have a child with this person, you need to be very careful, because this 8 energy is giving very much, yeah. I'm trying to tell you, the way Spirit uses me, this is not a mistake. This is not a joke. This is not entertainment. I am not a performative reader. This is all real. So yeah, that is the message that you have, Scorpio. It also says heal the wounds. So if this is someone that you've been in a relationship with the past, I do feel as though you need to take a moment to really reconnect with nature. Feel the sun on your skin, walk barefoot in the grass. But yeah, birth. This is the time of new beginnings. Yep. This is the time of new beginnings. Embrace the new life with open arms. Amen. Amen. Spirit just uses me. And it's not me. It's Spirit. So get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Harness that strength. Get that energy together, because you got it coming, Scorpio. This is all about you, honey. All right, and that is the message that I have for you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to please like, share, comment, and subscribe if the message vibes. And I look forward to doing your reading again soon, Scorpio. All right, and we're moving right on along. No stops, no gaps, no caps. On to Pisces. Let's see what you all have for the week of April. Oops, what am I doing? The week of April 5th to April 11th. See what y'all have going on, what your overarching themes are, what your advice is going to be, how I can assist, well, how Spirit can assist you. Scorpio brought me down a little bit. I don't know why. I mean, the message wasn't really negative. Oh, and you know what? I had that dream about the spiders too. Spiders have 8 legs, and the spider was giving birth. It all comes together. It all makes sense. I only have one Scorpio placement, so I don't know why I connected with them so heavy this reading, but it is what it is. All right. Moving on to Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me at Aquarian Node. I am getting ready to do your reading for the week of April 5th to April 11th. Let's see what your overriding energy is for this upcoming week. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if the message vibes. And if this message does not fit into your life, please do not try to force it to. All right. Ooh. Your message is clearing. Remove energy blockages by clearing out unwanted emotional or material clutter. So whatever you guys are holding on to, it's time to get rid of that. Let's move forward with a new energy, new space. Let's see how that is going to manifest for you this week. I am starving. I am fasting. I have not eaten yet, and I'm big hungry. Maybe y'all are hungry for something more in life. Maybe y'all are wanting for something, but you can't get it until you make space for it. I feel like you need one more card, one or two. Oh. All right. Okay, so there's been a lot of changes going on here. And you haven't been letting go of what those changes are before you move on. So it's putting you into a very kind of depressed state. I do feel like it's also making you a little bit less confident in yourself with this Queen of Cups in reverse energy. You haven't gotten emotional control over your circumstances. And that is because you haven't let go of the things that have been changing around you. You have this Five of Pentacles energy, which is about, kind of changes that you can't control, the changes that were unexpected, that make you feel like you've been struggling. I do feel like there's been a financial struggle as well as an emotional struggle, and you haven't had the chance to really put yourself back together to move on so that you have the capacity to move on to something else. You do have the Seven of Pentacles, however, which is encouraging you to keep going, even though things may be difficult right now, even though you're still planting the seeds and you see the growth. It's not yet time to harvest, right? You have the Ace of Pentacles and this is reversed. So I do feel like you are hesitant to really move on to something else yet. And that might be because you have had so much going on. You don't want to invite anything in because you're still holding on to the things that you haven't let go, which makes sense. You have the Seven of Cups here in reverse. So there is a decision that needs to be made. And I really think it's to protect yourself, protect your surroundings, protect your dreams and your goals. You have the Six of Cups as well. So this could be involving children. This could also be, this is definitely indicative of something from the past, though, that is affecting your ability to move forward into something, a state of being that's a lot more confident. You have to remove the negative energy, right? By clearing out all that. And it says it right here, unwanted emotional or material clutter. Unwanted emotional or material clutter. And look at this, emotional clutter, right? Emotional clutter, right? You have to let go of all of this. Emotional clutter, material clutter, material stuff that's holding you back. Yeah. You're keeping yourself in a depressive state by choice. This is not necessarily something that should be holding you back, but until you get your mind together and decide that, you know what, I deserve more, you're going to stay stuck exactly where you are. Like, do you want better, or do you want to complain about how you feel you deserve better? Can't do both. You either got to make a move or watch as everything passes you by. That's the message from Spirit. I know that came out kind of harsh, but that's not me, honey. That's Spirit. And Spirit is hungry. You're hungry. What are you? You're yearning for something here. There's a huge void. I do have a Pisces moon, so I connect with y'all on another level as well. I also love me a Pisces man, honey. I love me a Pisces man. But that's why. Oh, okay. So yeah, you've been by yourself for a while and you've been struggling. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. All right. You've been by yourself for a while here. You're afraid to, I don't feel like it's fear. I feel like there's a part of you that thinks that you don't deserve more. There's a conversation that you want to have, but you don't feel like you deserve to have it. Okay. Oh, is this equal? Oh, it is. Is it? Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Cool. I don't like a lot of cards on my table. I feel like that clouds the message. So I'm very minimalistic, but I have to go with what spirit says. So however many cards come out, that's what I need to read. This is for a single Pisces. This is someone that's by themselves, that's been carrying the load alone. Nine of Pentacles energy. I do feel as though this is definitely someone who's either been working by themselves or have been employed for a while. Ooh, that came in so strong. This also could be someone that wants to be employed, self-employed, but they're afraid to put the plan in motion. You have the Ace of Swords here, so I do feel as though there's a new start that needs to be had. There's a new conversation that you need to have. You got the Star in reverse, so I feel like there's an opportunity that's coming up that you might miss out on. You have this hope, you have this desire, but this is a caution because there's something coming up that you're not paying attention to, and you might miss out on your opportunity. You could also be dealing with the Sagittarius. But this star energy is definitely giving me so much like optimism. You don't have it, but you need to have it. You could also, if you're not speaking to someone, if you're not getting assistance from someone, you're not communicating with someone, you're being encouraged to do that. Maybe a financial advisor or a business advisor. If you have like a small business administration in your area, those are good resources for people that are interested in maybe starting their own business, whatever this new venture is. But you have to speak up. You have to say what you want. You have to say what you need. You have the Four of Cups in reverse. So this is you coming out of that emotional withholding, that emotional confusion. You're being offered something. There's something that's coming to you. There's something that you have that you could have if you would open your mind to the possibility of that energy coming in. Then you have the Devil. So I do feel as though you might be overwhelmed in your thought process. This is keeping you hindered. This is keeping you from being able to move forward here. This is what's keeping you stuck, this Devil energy. You are so, you have normalized struggle here, and that is causing you to um to not change. You have the Death card, also Scorpio energy, also Capricorn energy. So there is a movement, there is a potential here to make necessary changes that are going to affect you long term, but you're still stuck. You're still stuck in that negative energy that you need to clear out. You have to, and I'm also feeling very much, I see a very messy environment, very stuff on the floor in bags, laundry spilling out. There's so much clutter here. Spoiled laundry. I'm feeling very strongly like, how that laundry smells when you don't put it in the dryer immediately and you have to rewash it again. I'm feeling, I almost smell that odor. I can feel it very strongly. So this is someone that's been in a major depressive state. You've lost hope, but it's not over yet. Let's get some advice. It's not over yet. These changes may have come on suddenly, and it may be difficult to, get back on your feet, but it doesn't mean give up. You need to talk to somebody. You can talk to me. I do private readings. I do spiritual somatic healings as well. Yeah, you need help. You have the Three of Wands here. You need to take action, and you need to get assistance from someone else. I do feel the shame. I do feel like, you don't want to insert anyone into your current circumstances because of the embarrassment, but there is someone that is willing to help you, that won't judge you. There's no judgment here. There's only self-ascribed struggle. This is stuff that you put on you that you need to change. Look, you have the Tower energy. So even if you don't consciously make that change or make any effort, it's coming, whether you like it or not, with that Tower energy. I do feel as though something unexpected happened that caused these changes, but this is giving me very much depression, very much a slow, but you've got kids, possibly. You might have children with the Six of Cups energy, or you might be just being nostalgic. There could be someone in your past. Oh, a friend. Okay, thank you. There could be a friend, someone in your past that you feel as though things have gone too far, that they're not going to be willing to help you anymore because of the way things went in the past. But I don't think so. I think that they still love you and they still care and they want to help you. You look at that, you have the Eight of Swords, right? This is that depression that I'm talking about, but you're the only one that's keeping you stuck here. You're the only one that's allowing yourself to be depressed, and you not speaking about it, you not seeking assistance, it is what's making this worse. You need to talk to somebody, anybody. You got the Five of Cups here. There's a grief that you're not willing to work through, that you need to. You need this clearing energy. And if that requires assistance, I say seek it. The only card that doesn't have, no, actually, yeah, you've got someone that depends on you. These cards, the ones that are most indicative of change and like nurturing, are the two with more than one person on the card. Oh, and then you got, well, these have more than one people, but two. These are major arcana. So they're more indicative to like long-term energy. So yeah, I do feel like there's depression going on here. There's a lack of communication due to changes that may have, put you off balance, made you lose hope a little bit, but not all is lost. And I'm definitely encouraging you. This is an encouragement video for you all, Pisces, to make the move, to move forward, to get your energy, reclaim your energy. Only you have the power to help you, but you are being supported. There is a supportive energy here. Okay, so then you have the Mother of Pentacles in reverse. So there is a very nurturing energy. Someone in your past, I feel, that has the resources to be able to assist you. And this isn't someone in the past. This is someone who takes on this energy. You might not know this person yet too, but this is someone that takes on that energy of being able to guide you, not necessarily tell you what to do, but assist you in making the best decisions for yourself so that you can move forward in your highest energy. Right? Does that make sense? I hope so. I hope this all came out clear. I will be doing a live on TikTok. I don't have enough followers anywhere else, but I will be doing a live TikTok tomorrow to kind of delve into these energies a little bit more. If you're interested, please feel free to follow me on TikTok, as well as many of my other social media platforms. But anyway, I hope that this message was helpful for you, Pisces. I love you all my water signs. I hope that this message was helpful for everyone, and I look forward to doing your reading again soon. Bye bye, water signs.